Good morning, and as usual, my folks, happy Saturday. I'm Coach Ray. Thank you for joining me for today's Stick Mobility class. I'm excited to have you guys here. So, for today's class, we are going to use 2 sticks. Last week, we used 1, so now we're going to go 2. Now, the focus of today's class is actually going to be mostly kind of lower body focus, at least in particular with the strength drills. So, this beauty right here, this bench is going to act as a bench, and we're going to be doing a Bulgarian split squat variation where we're actually going to be driving in towards the wall. So you'll need to have a bench or a chair for us to drive the stick into. We're also going to actually kind of go in a superset fashion, supersetting that with a hamstring curl type of variation. We did this a few weeks ago. So we're going to get into that, really attack those hamstrings as well, and we're also going to get into some core drills. All right, so but we are going to be doing full body warm up, except I'm going to skip the feet today. And for the cool down, we're going to get into a few different variations of the bow and arrow from different positions. All right, ready to get started here? Perfect. Okay, so we're going to start at the hips first. So let's first just kind of warm up the hips with pelvic tilts. We're going to go anterior, posterior, get into some lateral pelvic circles, and then we're going to move on from there. So I'm going to take a step back here. I'm going to take a relatively wide stance. I actually want to go a little wider than my shoulder width here. So I'm going to have both sticks in line with my shoulders here, and the bottom of the sticks going in towards me. So I'm going to sink down a little bit, make sure I got a nice tall spine, drive the sticks into the ground, about 30% tension, and I'm going to do a posterior tilt, squeeze the glutes, drive the knees out, and then do an anterior tilt. Feel the lower back tissues tighten up here. Posterior tilt. Squeeze. Good. Anterior tilt. Posterior tilt. Squeeze the glutes. Anterior tilt. You're driving those sticks down the entire time. Posterior tilt. Squeeze. Anterior tilt. Come back into that posterior tilt here. Now we're going to go lateral hip bump. So bump the right hip up, drive that right stick down harder. Then you're going to bump the left hip up, drive that left stick down harder. As we switch sides here, we're going to drive that stick down. Bump to the right, drive the right stick. Bump to the left, drive the left stick. Bump to the right, drive the right stick. Bump to the left, drive the left stick. One more time, bump to the right, drive the right stick, bump to the left, drive the left stick. Good, back to center. Now we're going to go circles. So we're going to start at 12 o'clock. We're going to go clockwise. So we're going to go 3, bumping the right hip up, 6, going to anterior tilt, 9, bumping the hip to the left, and then back to 12. Good, 3, 6, 9, 12, good, 3, 6, 9, and 12, 2, one more, 3, 6, 9, 12, now we're going to switch directions, so 9, 6, 3, 12, good, 9, 6, 3, 12, 2 more, 9, 6, 3, 12, last one, 9, 6, 3, and 12, good, ease off, take a second. Now we're going to go with stick taps. So we're going to bring our foot up as we go along, so we're going to get more and more in the hip flexion here. So I'll start with my right foot first, and I'll actually turn to the side here. Left stick's going to be at 12 o'clock. And my right stick is actually going to be about roughly 3 o'clock. You can have the right stick at 2 o'clock if you'd like, but I'm going to go for 3 o'clock here. Make it a little more of a challenge. So I'm going to have both hands stacked at shoulder height. I'm going to drive both sticks down, about 30 to 40% tension here. Arms straight, nice and tall position. I'm going to bring my right foot forward. I'm going to push against the left stick, bring it out, and push against the right. Now I'm going to bring that foot up a little higher, push against the left stick again, Good. Then push against the right. Now I'm externally rotating that hip. So notice the angle of the hip changes. Bring my foot up higher. Push against the left. Good. Push against the right. Then we'll work my way back down. Push against the left. Good. Push against the right stick. All the way down. Push against the left stick. And push against the right stick. And ease off. We're going to do that again 2 more times. I'll turn forward so you can see that as well. Drop both sticks down again. Right foot forward, push against the left stick. Good. Push against the right. Bring the foot up. Push against the left. Good. Push against the right. Excellent. Push against the left. And push against the right. Good. Work it back down. Push against the left. Right. Good. Adduct. And abduct. And ease off. Good. Let's go one more time here. So we're changing the angle, right, of how we got the hip. So the tissues that are involved kind of change too. Drop those sticks down. Adduct. Good. Abduct. Adduct. Good. Bring it out. Keep that knee open. Bring it up. Good. Bring it out. Back down. Good. Out. Good. Adduct. And abduct. And ease off. Excellent. Let's go and switch sides here. So right six at 12, left six at 3 o'clock. So drop both sticks down, about 30-40% here. Adduct, abduct, good. Bring it up, adduct, bring it out, up higher, good, good, back down, good, all the way down here, and adduct or abduct, and ease off. 2 more. Drive 6 down, bring the left foot forward, push, good, drive out, exhale up a little higher, push in, good, excellently rotate, push out, up higher, push in, and push out, good, let's work back down, in, and out, push in, and push out. And ease off. We got one more time here. I'll turn forward. Drop both sticks down. Push forward. Good. Abduct. Up a little higher. Push in. Good. Out. Up higher. Push in. Good. Out. And down. Work it down again. Good. Out. Good, at the bottom, one more time, push in, and out, and ease off. Excellent, good. Now we're gonna start to get into opening up the T-spine, so we're gonna get into something kind of like a hang here, a double hang, but we're gonna cue into this one a little bit differently. So, this one, I tend to like to have the sticks out far, and then it's hinged back. Instead, I actually want to hang into it. So it's going to be a relatively intense decompression, but also stretch on the T-spine. So I'm actually going to grab the sticks up higher. I'm going to take about roughly a shoulder width stance. Toes are pointed forward. Now from here, first thing I want to do is I want to drop my hips back a bit. That's step 1. You're not really going to get much of a stretch here. Now what we do is we drop our torso down towards the floor. And it's okay if your heels come up, but you're gonna feel the rib cage open up, the spine go into extension. Then I'm gonna come back up nice and slow and ease off. Okay, we're gonna do that again. So hinge back a bit, Good. Drop your body weight into your hands. It should actually feel like you're hanging. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Back up. Excellent. Let's go one more time. So, hinge back. Drop that body weight down. Sink those hips down. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Back up. And ease off. Now we're going to go to the floor. We're only going to need one stick for this part here. So, I'm going to move this over. So we're going to go to the floor. I'm going to lay down. I'm going to start by laying here on my left side. Now this bottom leg, I want to make sure that the stick is under my under my foot here. So I want my bottom leg, I want that foot on top of the stick. I'm going to take my upper leg or top leg here, place it under the stick. So this traps the hips in the back. We're going to work on that rotation. So having the hand, my left hand, on the stick here, we're not driving the stick down, but instead we're pulling the stick down. Now we're just leveraging. So keeping this hip up at 90 degrees, I want to pull this left hand down towards the floor, really activate and trap the lower back here. I'm going to take my right hand, reach out, and I'm going to do a sweep coming up and over. And as I actually start to go further in the rotation, I want to pull down harder with that left hand. Breathe. Sweep the hand back up and over. Good. Let's go a couple more here. Pull that left hand down, sweep that right arm up and over. Breathe. Back up to the front. Let's go one more time. Pull that left hand down nice and hard. Sweep that arm. Back up and over. And ease off here. Excellent. Now we're going to switch sides. So I'll actually turn like so. So same thing. Sticks under the bottom leg, top leg goes under the stick here. Right hand's on the stick. We need to make sure we trap the low back and the hips from any excessive movement. Pull that right hand down towards the floor, reaching forward with the left, up and sweep over. Good. Back up and over with the hand. Let's go two more. Remember to pull that right hand down pretty hard. Sweep. It's going to feel good on the shoulder blade, the thoracic spine. Open things up. Back up and over. Let's go again one more time. Good. Sweep it all the way out. 3, 2, 1. Back up and over. And relax. Good. So we're going to get into another drill here. We are going to be half kneeling. We're going to work on the lat, pulling in and actually rotating. So I'm going to drop my right knee down, all right? And I'm gonna have the stick, on, so stick's gonna be coming out to my left side, towards my front leg. Right hand's gonna be up. We're gonna be pulling with this left hand and we're gonna actually rotate into it. So that's gonna lengthen this side, it's gonna really shorten the left side here. So I'm gonna have my hand roughly about where my rib cage height is. My right hand, I'm going to grab thumb up towards the ceiling. And I actually do want to try to lock that elbow out and keep it locked out. Again, trying to lengthen that side. So I'll actually turn to the side here. The stick is outside of my left leg. Again, allows me to get good rotation. So from here, I want to drive the stick down with both hands. Let's go about 40% tension. And then from here, I'm going to pull that left elbow in and then rotate to my left. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to ease off. Good. So you should be feeling lat engagement. You should be feeling oblique engagement. You should be getting that rotation here. Let's go again. 2 more. Drive the stick down with both hands. Pull that left elbow in towards the rib cage, and then rotate to your left. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to ease off. Let's go one more time. Arm straight. Drive the stick down with both hands. Pull the left elbow in. Rotate to your left. 3, 2, 1. Ease off. Now we're going to switch sides. So we're not generating a ton of tension, but we're adding load to the rotations here, right? So your lat, obliques, they are involved with rotation. So stick outside of the right foot, left hand is up, arm straight. So drive the stick down both hands, pull the right hand in, rotate to your right. 3, 2, 1. Ease off. Excellent. Let's go 2 more. Drive the stick down with both hands. Pull the right elbow in. Rotate to your right. 3, 2, 1. Good. Ease off. Let's go one more time here, folks. Drive the stick down. Pull the right hand in. Good. Rotate to the right. 3, 2, 1. And ease off. Excellent. Now, this is where we're getting to the fun part. So, I'm glad you're having a good class, by the way. So what we're gonna do here, this is where we're gonna get into the Bulgarian split squat, where we are gonna need to have the bench or chair or whatever you happen to have available to you close to a wall, because we are gonna be driving the stick inwards. So the leg that's furthest from the wall is going to be the leg that's actually going to be forward. So you're going to have to fight that or resist tipping over. So it's going to be actually pretty darn challenging here. After that, on the same leg, we're going to have that same leg on the bench, and we're going to do kind of like a glute bridge hamstring curl variation. We're going to hold that top end for 8 whole seconds. I might cramp, just giving a warning. So, I'm gonna set up the bench here. And I just wanna make sure that you cleared enough space to fully do this. Now, stick goes out to the wall and on the side. Sorry, need to move this back a little bit more. So again, stick is going in towards the wall here. Outside leg is gonna be forward, inside leg is gonna be on the top of the bench here. So I'm starting with my left leg. Now the stick is gonna be held at 90 degrees, or my elbows are gonna be at 90 degrees, okay? So as we start to do this, it's okay to drive the stick forward, but if you can, try to kind of keep it in and try to keep it at the same level. So that means you're going to effectively end up being in a bottom position like this. And that's okay. We're still driving in towards the wall here. So let's go ahead and get started. So hands are about roughly shoulder width. Elbows are in. I want to drive that stick into the wall, about 70% tension. And I want to feel that outer hip, the outer leg, the grounded leg working. And I'm going to slowly lower down as far as I can. And then push back up off that front leg. That's 1. Let's get 8 reps here. Down, hover, up, 2. Down, up, 3, down, up, 4, let's go 4 more, down, up, 5, down, keep control of that knee, Up. 6. 2 more. Keep pushing and sticking to the wall. Don't ease off. 7. One more time. Down. Up. 8. Excellent. Now, I'm going to go to the ground. This is where things are going to get a little tricky here. So, with the left leg, I'm going to have the stick going in towards the wall. So, if we're trying to access the hamstring, you want to have the knees, you don't want to have them completely at 90 degrees. You actually want to have them stretch out a little bit. So from here, arms are straight, sticks over the chest, drive the stick into the wall, keep this right knee flexed, and curl up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down nice and slow, and ease off. You should be feeling your hamstrings kick on. All right, let's go again. Drive the stick into the wall. Let's go 60%. Curl up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down and ease off. One more time. Drive the stick into the wall. Curl up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down and ease off. Whew. All right. Now we're going to do the other side. So, really trying to figure out how to do this without having to turn around. So, unfortunately, that's going to kind of be the case here. So, now we're going to switch over to the other side. So now, I'm going to do my right leg. Right leg is forward, left leg is back. We do that same thing. Remember, we're moving the stick up as we go down. So right leg forward, top of my left foot is down into the bench. You want to drive sticks to the wall 70%. Make sure your feet are grabbing the ground. I'm going to loco down. Up. 1. Down. Up. 2. Down. Up. 3. Down. Up. 4. Down. Up. 5. 3 more. Down. Up. 6. Down. Up. 7. Down. Up. 8. Ease off. Now we're on the ground. That same thing. And again, keep that tension of driving the stick into the wall. Do not ease off of that at all. So, legs set in position, hands over the chest, ankle dorsiflex, heel on the bench. Keep the left leg up, drive the stick into the wall, 60%. Come up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down. Ease off. Woo-wee. Okay. Let's go 2 more. Drive the stick into the wall. 60%. Drive that heel into the bench. Come up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down. Ease off. Good. One more time, folks. Drive the stick into the wall. Drive that heel into the bench. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and ease off. Whew. All right. Excellent. So, now this is where we get into the core drill. So I'm going to move the bench out of the way. What we're going to do here is we're going to get into a hollow hold. So we're going to need the corner of a wall or something stable to push the sticks into, because we are going to be driving the sticks down as we hold a hollow position. So it's going to be really, really taxing on the core. We're only going to do 5-second holds, 5 reps, 5-second holds. You know, we're going to cue as we go along here. We're first going to cue the shoulders or the upper back coming off the floor, and then we're going to cue bringing the legs up off the floor here. So I'm going to lay down. And I'm using both sticks here. Make sure the sticks are pushing into something stable. All right, so my hands are at the ends of the sticks. Okay, and my hands are roughly about over my shoulders here. Now, first thing, we're gonna drive the sticks into the wall. You might feel your body move a little bit. We're gonna go at about 70%. Now, first move, bring the shoulders and head up off the floor. That's move 1. Second move, bring the feet up. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down and ease off. You should feel your mid and lower back in contact with the floor, but your upper back should not be. All right, let's go again. 70% tension. Drive the sticks down. Bring the upper back and head off the ground. Feet up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down. Ease off. Drive the sticks down. Shoulders up. Feet up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ease off. We got 2 more. Keep control of that rib cage and pelvis. Drive the sticks down. Shoulders and head up. Lift the feet. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ease off. Last one here, folks. Drive the sticks down. Shoulders up. Lift the feet. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Ease off and relax. Excellent. Now, just want to finish off with shoulders. Just want to get that upper back activation here and make sure that we strengthen the upper back. So earlier we're stretching out the T-spine, getting into that kind of that hang position. We're going to kind of go to that position and we're just going to hover the sticks off the floor. All right? So you're going to feel a lot of upper back engagement. So from here, I'm going to have about roughly a hip to shoulder width stance. Particularly the stance doesn't necessarily matter as much as long as you're comfortable. So from here, I'm going to have the sticks out a smidge wider than shoulder width here. I do want the sticks to travel out in a Y, not straight up here. So from here, hands are about shoulder height. You can have them up higher if you'd like. And I'm going to drive the sticks out and hinge. Now, again, you're going to kind of feel that stretch in the T-spine, right? What I'm going to do from here, I'm going to drive that left stick down and lift the right stick and hover. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place it down. Drive the right stick down. Lift the left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place it down. Come up and ease off. Oh, get a little bit of a cramp. All right. Let's do it again. Drive the sticks out, hips back, arms straight. Drive the left stick down, harder. Right stick up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down. Drive that right stick down. Lift the left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. Come up and ease off. We got one more time here. Also, you do not need to hover the stick super high. If you hover it off the ground half an inch, that is fine. You just want to make sure that your torso isn't moving. Last one, drive those sticks out, hinge your hips back, drive that left stick down, lift the right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down, drive that right stick down, lift the left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down, come up, and ease off. Whew. Good job here, folks. All right, so how's it going? Now we're going to get into the cool down. We're going to save the bow and arrow variations for the end because we are going to do it from a square stance. We're also going to do it from a split stance, kind of going to a backwards bow and arrow, so it's going to be pretty fun. But what we are going to do now is we're going to focus on some standing rotations here. So we're only going to need one stick for this part, at least for now. So we're going to take a split stance. So if my right leg is forward and left leg is back, I want the stick to come on the outside of both legs here. So facing forward, right leg is forward. Also, that back leg, you don't need it to be close in line. You don't need your stance to be close. You can have that stance out wide if you'd like, especially if that allows you to keep more balance. Now, when I say the stick comes on the outside of both, what I mean is it's on the outside of my front leg. I get the bottom of the stick on the outside of my left foot. It's really important. If it's on the inside, the stick is going to slip. Now from here, I want to have that back leg forward. You can have the back, the back, let me recorrect myself. Sorry about that. The heel can be down or it can be up, either way. So from here, I'm going to go with the heel up position. I'm going to reach across with my left hand. So notice there's going to be a little bit of a bow on a stick here. What I want to do is I want to create tension by driving that right leg out, right hip out a bit. You're going to feel that glute kind of kick in. Good, that's what you want. Now from here, I'm going to let go with this hand, my right hand here, and I'm going to rotate back as I pull the left hand across. Good, I'm going to come back forward, grab the stick, let go with the right, rotate back, breathe, come back forward, good, rotate back, back forward, and ease off. Excellent. Now we're going to switch sides. And so I'll turn to the side so you can kind of see how my hips and pelvis are. They should not be moving, or there should be a very, very, very minimal movement. So I'm going to take my split stance here. Stick comes outside, the front and back leg. Heel high position. Right hand reaches across, grabs the stick. I'm going to get a little bit of a pull, drive that left leg out, let go with the left hand, rotate back. Back forward, grab the stick, rotate again. Breathe. Rotate forward. Good. Rotate back one last time. 3, 2, 1. Back forward and ease off. Excellent. Good. Now what I want to do here, I want to stretch out the pecs. Let's stretch out the chest and shoulders here. So I'm going to take about roughly a hip width stance. Now, as we actually get into this, we are going to drop our body weight down. So we're going to be hanging a little bit. So I'm going to have my hand with a rope grip on the stick, and the sticks are going to be coming out to the side. It's extremely important that you keep the sticks in line with shoulder to rib cage area. So feet are going to be forward here, roughly about hip width is what I'm gonna go with. Bottoms of the sticks are in line with the toes of my foot here. Hands are gonna start out wide, gripping the sticks, and I'm going to hinge back. And as I do, I'm gonna pull those sticks in towards one another actively. Good. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna come back up, nice and slow, and ease off. Good. Let's go a couple more here. Not gonna lie, my shoulders and chest are pretty sore from yesterday, so this actually feels really, really good. So from here, not necessarily driving sticks into the ground, just holding on to the sticks here. I'm gonna hinge back, pull those sticks in towards one another. Right, so you see where the sticks are aligned, that's where you want to keep it. 3, 2, 1. Back up nice and slow. And ease off. Let's go one more time. Grip the sticks. Hinge back. Sticks stay in line with the rib cage. You can even bend your knees forward a bit more if you want more of a hang. Dropping those hips down. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Back up. And ease off. Excellent. Good. I'm going to place one stick down. We're going to stretch out the quad in that Bulgarian split squat position. So we're going to need a bench or a chair, something for you to kind of have your foot on. Now, for this, we need to make sure that that back leg stays active. So we're going to very, very lightly drive that back foot into the bench. How's it going? So I'm going to start with my right leg on the bench here, and the sticks are going to be in my right hand too. I want to kind of get a little bit of a hang. So I'm going to place my right foot on a bench, and I'm going to drop that right knee down. If you can get all the way to the floor, good. If you can't, that's fine. So what we're doing from here, the left leg is going to be forward. We just really want to make sure that we're not moving and shifting this left knee or hip all that much. So top of the foot is on a bench here. I'm going to reach up high with my right hand. First thing, drive that back foot into the bench and then tuck the pelvis. You're going to feel a huge stretch in the quad and the anterior tissues of the hip. Now what I'm going to do from here, I'm going to further increase that stretch. So driving my right hand down lightly, and then I'm going to rotate to my left, still driving my right foot into the bench. You're going to feel an increased stretch here. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to come back forward, and I'm going to ease off and shift forward on my front leg just to ease off that stretch here. We're going to go back into it. Now we're going to add a reach with that left hand. So as we rotate to the left, let go with the left hand and reach back. Right hand up. Drive that back foot into the bench. Tuck the pelvis. Get that nice big stretch. Right hand up. Drive it into the ground. Rotate to your left. Let go with the left hand and reach back diagonally. That's even bigger stretch here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back forward. Ease off. And now we're going to switch sides. So if that's too much of a stretch, don't rotate as far. Ease off of it a bit. All right? And yes, you can use a broomstick. So now we're going to go with our left leg on a bench. Right leg's going to be forward. So now drop that back foot down. Adjust your position as you need to. Remember, don't let this hip move too much. Left stick is in, left hand's up nice and high. Drive that back foot into the bench, tuck the pelvis, hold that position, good. Now drive that left hand into the floor and rotate to your right. So we're rotating towards that front leg here. Make sure you breathe. 3, 2, 1. Back forward and ease off. Excellent. Good. We're going to do that again. So drive that back foot to the bench, tuck the pelvis. Good. Drive the left hand down, rotate to your right, let go with the right hand, and now reach back diagonally. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. We're going to ease off and relax. Use a stick to assist yourself up. Now, we're going to finish off with the bow and arrow, because that's everybody's favorite, including mine. So, we're going to first start off with a regular bow and arrow here. Then we're going to shift into having a split stance, kind of going a backwards bow and arrow. So, this is going to be a fun one. This might be a little intense. So, I'm going to start off hip width, sticks out to my left side. I'm going to have the stick about roughly 6 inches from the outside of my foot here, lined up with midfoot. Left hand is roughly about where my hip height is. Right hand comes up and over, grabbing with the thumb facing down towards the floor. First thing, we always activate. So drive the stick into the floor, about 30%, and then drive the hips away. That's going to create a long side here. Now, drive those hands out. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ease off, nice and slow. Rotate that stick. Let's go one more time. Drive the stick down with both hands. Drive those hips away. Extend those hands out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to ease off nice and slow. Now we're going to change positions. So left foot is going to be forward, right foot's going to be back. Now the stick is going to be back behind me. Again, we're really reaching back going this way. So if I turn to the side, it's going to look like this here. Now, I'm not in too big of a split, but I do have my feet relatively wide apart. I'm going to have the stick, if I'm looking behind me, the bottom of the stick is in line with the heel of my back foot here. My left hand, again, is going to be roughly about hip height. I'm going to take my right hand, reach up over the top, thumb facing down. What I'm going to do from here, first thing, I'm going to squeeze that right glute, lock that hip into extension. I'm going to drive the stick down with both hands. Now I'm going to create tension by pushing my hips forward, driving my hands back. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to ease off. Let's go into that one more time here. And what you can also do is you can move the shoulders. So from here, squeeze the right glute, hips forward. I'm going to drive, stick back, bring it out. 3, 2, 1. Ease off. And now I'm going to switch sides. We're going to do it all over again. 2 repetitions each. Feet about shoulder width. 6 on the right side now. Hand is about hip height. Take my left hand, reach up over the top. Drive the stick down with both hands. Drive the hips away. Extend those hands out. 3, 2, 1. Ease off. Excellent. We're going to do that again. Rotate the stick. Drive the stick down with both hands. Drive the hips away. Extend both hands out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ease off. Nice and slow. Now, right leg is forward, left leg is back. Going to line up that same way here. Take the left hand, reach up over the top, squeeze the left glute, hips forward, extend those hands back. 3, 2, 1. Going to ease off. Excellent. We're going to go one more time here, folks. The we're done. So squeeze that left glute, hands back, extend those hands out, move the stick further behind. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ease off and relax. And that, my friends, concludes today's class. I hope everybody had a wonderful class. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to check out our other stick videos. They're all on YouTube. I'll catch you guys later. Have a wonderful weekend and stay safe out there.